All right, we live. We live. All right. Shalom. Y'all about Shem Yahshua Barakathon to my brothers out there. And Yahweh Shamar. Alathon by Hashem Yahshua to my sisters out there. This is ISUPK. This is Wednesday Scripture Breakdown class. A class where we break down, you get the official breakdowns of whatever scriptures that you have questions on in the Bible. All right? You should be formulating your questions. You should be studying throughout the whole week. And then when scripture breakdown class come, you should be asking your questions to get the proper breakdown. All right? So we're going to kick this off with some questions. If anybody got any questions online, type them. If anybody got any questions in the class, raise your hand. Go ahead.
You find out about that one question I had actually.
What was your question?
If you can put on your garment.
I'll get back. I'm gonna get back to you on that one. All right. Go ahead.
I got a question, Shalaki.
Go ahead.
I got a question for it says God do not tempt nobody but
Let's pull up the scripture. Give me the scripture so we can break it down.
Okay.
Let's get the scripture. Anybody, while he's getting that, anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, come on. I got a question too.
All right, go ahead. What's your question? You got the all right. Hold on for your question now, y'all. We're gonna get your question next. We're gonna deal with Papa's question. Go ahead with your not with your question, but what scripture?
Genesis chapter 22, verse 1.
Okay, give me 1 second. If you could, Kanaya, get that and read it for the brother. You said
the book of Genesis, chapter 22 and verse 21.
22 and verse 1.
22 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What was your question about it first?
Where the Most High said right there in James 1 and 13, he said
you said James 1 and 13?
Yeah, he said he don't tempt God. But
okay, first of all, let's get James 1 and 13, right?
Yeah.
Let's get James 1 and 13 first. Hold Genesis 22 and 1. Let's get James 13 and 1. Let's see what that means first.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure y'all know.
1 and 13.
1 and 13?
Yeah.
James 1 and 13. If I could, I need another man to hold while whoever gets James 1 and 13 first, read. Go ahead, Amon.
James chapter 1, verse 13.
Hold on real fast. James 1 and 13. Go ahead.
James chapter 1, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Right.
For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
That's heavy. What is that saying? Anybody want to take a crack at it? Go ahead, Kanaya. If you could, just talk a little louder so the camera, so the camera can pick you up.
Like you can't provoke him to do anything or like make him do nothing on your time or something like that. Like he gonna do everything when he get ready to. I mean, like when he damn well pleased, whatever.
Not quite. Go ahead, Amon.
And almost like the offer 14 is the answer to it.
All right, so then,
Go ahead.
all right, so the Most High ain't gonna tempt you with evil.
Right.
He's not gonna put that in you to do it.
Right.
So they always want a scapegoat.
Right.
They always want a scapegoat. Don't nobody want to take accountability. Own desires, self-interest. They want to blame it. I guess on our part, they would want to try to blame it on like our higher power.
Right.
But the Most High ain't gonna tempt us with evil.
Right.
And we can't blame that on him if we get tempted by our
I mean, that's go ahead.
I was gonna say like God, why did you do this? Why did you like have let him die or something? But it wasn't the Most High temptation of death or whatever.
Well, not quite. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been a reason why he got shot, and it could have been directly from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say? The scriptures say the Lord killeth and maketh alive.
right.
Everybody that dies on this earth, everybody that's born on this earth, it is absolutely because of the Most High.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So, but yeah, more like anybody else want to take a crack at it before we just break it down?
Sorry, I got a question. So the Most High won't tempt us with evil. Is that what the scripture saying?
We about to break it down right now for you. All right, 13. Read 13 one more time. Salaki.
James chapter 1, verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
What does it mean when someone is tempted? You're tempted by a lot of things. Let's say, for example, smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? When someone is tempted to smoke weed, a lot of people think that, you know, is God having his hand in it, like he's tempting you, you know what I'm saying? But people don't understand. Everybody's looking in the Bible with a Christian mindset instead of looking in the Bible at, you know, with Christianity wiped off. You got to understand the Most High. The Most High is perfect. The Most High, first of all, he's not corrupted with evil. So he's not, you know what I'm saying, tempting you to do anything. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I got a question. So would it be like, say somebody, okay, smoke weed, and then they know it was wrong, but then they say, God knows my heart, or like, would it be something along that line?
Well, no, it's like it's tempted. It's like we're actually being tempted to do evil, or you know what I'm saying? Tempted to do evil, tempted to exercise your lust. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you wanted to do, what your lust wanted you to do. That's not of God. God ain't make you do that. God ain't tempt you to do that. God, first of all, the Most High, he wants you to always do good. You see what I'm saying? The only person that tempted you to do evil is yourself. Is yourself. And you got that, and you got Satan in your ear too. You understand? Satan got the job. His job is to, you know what I'm saying, set a choice, and you pick your own choice. You know what I'm saying? You have your own mind, you know what I'm saying, your own body. God is not influencing you to do evil. We still on 13? Keep reading. Did you finish off 13 already?
Okay. I mean, we were rereading it, so
Yeah. Start from for God cannot. Go ahead.
okay.
So we understand that the Most High does not tempt nobody to do evil. Keep going.
For God cannot be tempted with evil.
God cannot be tempted with evil. The Most High is a perfect being. You understand? What did Yahweh Shai say? Yahweh Shai said, "Why call of me good? There's only one that's good, and that's the Most High. The Most High is good." See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Neither tempteth he any man.
The Lord ain't tempting no man to do evil. Ain't tempting no man to pursue your lust. You pursue your own lust. You like smoking squares, and guess what? You smoking them yourself. The Lord ain't got, his hand is not in it. You like going to the strip club, then guess what? That's your own lust. The Most High it's not with your decision. He's not tempting you to go to the strip club. He's not putting the gentleman's club right in front of your eyes. Go. No, he's not doing that. It's your own lust that's doing that. It's Satan telling you in your ear, go ahead to do that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Go ahead, man. See some of them strippers in there, man. Go in there and make more whores of the daughters of Zion. Go ahead. Go ahead. Add another one. That's yourself. The Lord don't have no influence on that. You understand? But Satan does set a choice. We all know Satan is a very excellent soldier, man, when it comes to doing the Lord's bidding. We know that Satan puts a choice in front of you, and it's either you're going to do it or you're not. It's either you're going to have the balls and stand up for the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, and say, "No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that shit, man." Or you're gonna be weak as hell, or you're gonna be weak, and then you're gonna succumb to your lust. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people in the world do. A lot of people in the world, they succumb to their lust. They smoke weed. You know why? They smoke weed because they love smoking weed. They don't have no self-control. They don't have no discipline. They don't understand keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments is excellent. You understand? You know what's special about you brothers and sisters in the truth? Y'all fight y'all demons. Y'all fight those choices, man. Y'all pick the right choices. You know what I'm saying? You know how easy it is to go back and start smoking weed again? It's so easy to do that, but guess what? You train your mind and you train your body to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to break the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm going to be better than that. The Lord don't tempt you with evil. You only tempt yourself, man, with your own lust. Let's go ahead and get 14. Might as well. That's a powerful, second half to it. Go ahead.
We'll come verse 14.
Mhm.
James chapter 1, verse 14.
Right.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust.
You see that? Every man is tempted when he is drawn away by his own lust. So you like having sex with strippers? Well, guess what? It's going to be a stripper that's going to draw you away from the truth, draw you away from the Lord, because that's your lust. That's what you like to do. You found let's say you was walking down the street, you found the pound of loud. And guess what? You used to love smoking weed. Now you're gonna think to yourself, what's the best course of action to do? You see, life is about choices, man. Look, there's no such thing as free will, man. It's the only thing in front of you. What the Lord say? The Lord say, I said in front of you, I'm paraphrasing. I said in front of you, life or death. Choose life. Every choice you make brings you closer to death or brings you closer to life. The Lord wants you to choose life. That's how much he loves you. He said, choose life, please. Choose life. But guess what? Our own lust and what we want to do brings us closer to death. And then too many of them choices, the Lord is just going to have counsel with the angels in heaven, and he's just going to be like, hey, you try it. I tried with you. You know what I'm saying? Start all over in the kingdom. Boom. Keep going.
All right, so at the end.
Okay, go ahead. We start from when he is drawn away. Salaki, if you could.
Okay. When he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
And enticed. What does the word entice mean? Go ahead.
Entice, meaning you want to do something.
Let's look it up. What's the word entice mean? Let's look it up. That's the first thing that should come to your mind when you're trying to find the definition of something. Pull out your phones and look it up. Pull out the dictionary and look it up. Ooh, go ahead.
So, all right. So like. So, Merriam-Webster Dictionary online.
Mm-hmm.
Enticed or enticing, to attract artfully or adroitly. Adroitly.
You hold on real fast, Amon. You have the same thing?
No, I have something different.
What you got?
It says entice, attract or tempt by offering pleasure or advantage.
There you go. There you go. To tempt and offer pleasure or say it again. What's the definition of entice?
Entice, attract or tempt by offering pleasure or advantage.
There you go. Keep going. Oh, you got a question?
Ask this question, but that one I just said
In
because
Genesis?
Genesis,
Right.
because the Lord is saying.
Okay, let's drop this and go back to Genesis chapter 22 and 1. Who was holding that? Go ahead. Go ahead, Kanai.
The book of chapter, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 22 and verse 1.
Okay, hold on. Let me get that with you real fast. Go ahead.
And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham, and also unto him,
And said,
and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, verse 2, and he asked, take now thy son, thine only son, Isaac,
right,
whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
Okay, so basically this is going into the story of the Lord, trying to test Abraham. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. What we read in the last verse and back in James, the Lord said he would never get tempted to with evil, to do evil. What evil is the Lord tempting Abraham to do? Let's stick to the scriptures. You say, go ahead.
He wanted him to offer not up his son.
And you said that's evil? Didn't the Most High offer up his son already?
No.
Go ahead.
Because Abraham, Shalakia, I don't
know.
Because Abraham want to do it, but if he do it, then man.
I think I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kanai.
Is this like a human sacrifice?
This was, I won't want to say it would have been a human sacrifice if he would have completed it. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all read the scripture, the angel of the Lord stopped him. All it was a test. You know what I'm saying? The Lord never tempted Abraham to do evil. All the Lord was just seeing if Abraham was a worthy servant. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't put a blunt in front of Abraham's face and was like, smoke that. That would be kind of tempting him to do evil. You know what I'm saying? All it was a test. Go ahead.
But Shalaki, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it said tempt.
What does the word tempt mean? Let's look it up. Look up the definition of tempt. You can be tempted to do anything. You know what I'm saying? If I could, the water. Oops, like it.
Water is
What's the water?
water is
Go ahead.
The desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise,
Okay.
or
Mm-hmm.
a thing or course of action that attracts or tempts someone. Well,
Okay. Okay. Any more definition? You got a definition? Was it the same thing?
No, it's different.
Go ahead. Read the definition you have.
It says tempt, entice or attempt to entice someone to do or acquire something that they find attractive but know to be wrong or not beneficial.
Okay, there you go. I mean, basically, it's almost the same thing. It's just worded a little differently. You know what I'm saying? It's attempt to basically to do something that's, as they said, not beneficial. So what the Lord did with Abraham, he tempted it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say to do wrong. Just as the Lord did that to see where his head was at, to see if he was, to see if he loved me more than he loved his son. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, evil. Because the Lord can't do evil. Well, I'm not saying he can't do evil, because he flooded the whole world. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is more than capable of doing great harm. You know what I'm saying? But how should I word it? It's like I said. We already established back in James that the Lord does never tempts a person evil. He never tempt you to do evil. But he will test you. Just like, man, we being tested every day. How many times our brother tested? How many times y'all being tested a day? Y'all being tested every day in here in the truth. Go ahead.
So should we say that Lord don't tempt nobody, or can we say the Lord do tempt somebody? Because Shalaki, I have no wording on that, because it say in James 1 and 13, it say he do not tempt nobody, and then God
read the whole thing. He said it's not. He didn't say not tempt nobody. He said not tempt nobody to do what? Evil. Bible never say that he don't tempt nobody, because we're reading it right now. We're reading the Lord. It says God did tempt Abraham. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible ain't say that God will never tempt you at all. It said that, what did it say back in James 1 to 13? Let me get that real fast. It says, go ahead.
James chapter 1 verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Go ahead.
For God cannot be tempted with evil.
That's talk. Oh, my bad, Slocky.
Neither tempteth he any man.
Right. That's towards doing evil. That's what this whole verse 13, 14, 15, tempted to do your own lust, tempted to do evil. This is what it's talking about. The Lord, they never said that the Lord is not going to tempt you for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord do gives tests, but the Lord is never going to tempt you to do evil. You see what I'm saying? As we're reading right here. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. Go ahead.
So the Most High, he don't tempt you with evil, but Satan does.
Satan does. Satan does.
So when we get tested with evil, then it's Satan.
Satan's going to do the testing. It's just like, how you know that? It's just like when you go back to Job. You know what I'm saying? The Lord told Job, Satan was talking to the Lord, and he was saying, man, look, man, Job is only serving you because you're blessing him, because you put a hedge around him. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, if you took away that hedge of protection, I'm paraphrasing. If you took away that hedge of protection, he won't serve you no more. And what the Lord tells Satan, he said, everything he has is within thy hands, except his life. Go ahead.
So when Satan is tempting you, is that orders of the Most High?
That's the test. That's the test. The orders are to test you.
Right.
The orders are to test you. Not the Lord telling the angel, telling Satan, man, make that dude smoke weed. Make him go to the strip club. Make him, go sell a pound of kush. Make him do this. Make him do that. The Lord ain't saying that to Satan. The Lord, the Satan is simply saying, let me test him. I guarantee you, he gonna fail the test.
Right.
And that's it. And Satan chooses what he picks. Mm-hmm. He chooses the arsenal.
Right.
He chooses what he want to do. All he can do is take your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He'll do everything else. He'll make your woman leave you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or, he'll make you go bankrupt. Or, it could be anything. I mean, come on. We've been on this earth for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So the tempting is not of the Most High. It's Satan. So Satan's going to tempt you with all the things that you're weak at, right? Like
right.
If you have trouble hustling or smoking weed or doing drugs, like Satan's going to just drop a bag right in front of your feet. You know what I mean,
it could be anything. I mean,
so if that's the case, then Satan knows us.
I mean, he
knows where we're weak at.
He exactly. That's the point of the test. The point of the test is to overcome your weakness. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's the whole point why we in the truth. It's the whole point. It's to overcome your weakness. It's exactly the point.
Right.
It's exactly why we all here. Who haven't, in the truth, overcame their weakness?
Right.
Who haven't? Everybody that's still serving their weakness and serving their flesh or serving their lust, guess where they at? They eventually go right back out there to the world. Everybody that's still in here is constantly fighting that weakness. Yeah. You fighting that weakness. You're fighting that weakness until the day you get your test. And it's either you're going to pass or fail.
Right.
We all know that test. We all know that feeling, that test. When you get it, your weakness might be women. And guess what? Satan gonna put the finest woman right in front of your face. Wicked as hell. She wicked as hell, but she fine in the mud. And guess what? It's either you're gonna sink or float or sink or swim.
Right.
And a lot of us sink. Oh, you failed the test. Try again the next test. You sitting there fighting your flesh, fighting your weaknesses, fighting your weaknesses. Here comes another test. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You done went bankrupt. They told your car. You went bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? You lost all your money in the gambling in the casino or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So it's good to know your own weaknesses too, so you could be aware of it, and also now you got something that you can strengthen.
I mean, you definitely. I mean, shit, they're your weakness. You should know your own weakness.
Right.
You should know your own weakness. They're your weaknesses.
Right.
You should know that's your advantage. Your advantage is you know exactly what your weaknesses are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now you know exactly how to fight it.
Right.
Now, if you fail your test, that's on you. So you can't blame nobody but yourself. Because you had an advantage. You know what your weaknesses are. You know what your struggles is. All right? Yeah, that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, moving on. Who else had a question? Next question. Go ahead.
I got Proverbs 18 and 21.
18 and 21.
It says, "A death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit therefore."
Mm-hmm.
So when it says we have the power of the tongue, it's like a death and life or the power of the tongue. So what does that mean? That's something like if I have a rib or a son, can I speak life into that person? And I can also do the same thing, like just say curse words or downgrade them or say things are going to hurt them. Is that considered as death?
Let me explain to you. Words, whatever you say that comes out your mouth, can either bring someone to life or get someone unalive. You know what I'm saying? Meaning this. For example, what we do as priests in the Isupk under Commander Junior Hunter,
Right.
when we go to camp and we tell the truth, the white man's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics, the Lord loves black people and Hispanics and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the Lord's chosen people. You know, and so on and so forth. And we telling the people the truth. Guess what? Guess what that's doing? Guess what that's doing?
Speaking life.
That's speaking life into them. You know what I'm saying? And at the same token, this is why you have to be careful and watch what you say. The things that you can say to tell someone, you can speak death into them. You know what I'm saying? Man, go kill yourself, man. Your life is worthless. Man, go kick rocks, man. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, words are very powerful, man.
Right.
And depending on who you tell your words to, man, it can convince them to go unalive. They'll commit suicide or contemplating death, or whatever. Ain't nothing gonna happen if you take a hit.
Right.
You doing that? You speaking death. With having sex with white women. Who told you that? Who told you it was wrong to have sex with white women? Right. Man, don't you love don't that blonde hair and blue eyes, and don't you love that? She smell like a wet dog. Don't you love that smell, man? Don't you love it?
Right.
What you say can bring someone. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that you say can lean them towards death. Because we for white men or anybody outside a Native Indian. And telling someone that you can deal with on the verge of collapse. Now, if you're telling a person, man, no, man, that is unlawful. We can't get with anybody outside of our race. What you talking about? You got to stick only within your own race, man. If you ain't Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, man, you can't deal with them. That's speaking life. You understand? So you had a question? Go ahead.
I wanted Zephaniah.
Go ahead, speak a little louder so that the camera can hear you.
Zephaniah 3:1.
Zephaniah 3:1.
Yes. Well, 3,
3.
1,
Uh-huh.
and then 4.
Okay.
So, when it says woe to her that is filthy,
Uh-huh.
what it basically was seeing like she a streetwalker or something, or a nasty person that had their legs like Walmart 24 hours. I mean,
Okay, let's start at Zephaniah 2 and 12. Let's start at Zephaniah 2 and 12. Let's see. You get the concept of trying. Go ahead. No, let's get someone else to read.
I got her one.
Go ahead.
That's not 2 and 12.
2 and 12.
The start of Ethiopian.
Yes.
Ye Ethiopians, also ye shall be slain by my sword.
Okay, so we know this. So just for a quick concept or just a quick overview, Zephaniah is talking about the future of the heathens. You know what I'm saying? All the heathens that caused our people wrong, did wrong to us, sold us into slavery, killed us, any injustice that these other nations have done to us. This is Zephaniah calling it out, and he's going to tell you what the Lord, out of the Lord's mouth, what he's going to do to them. You know what I'm saying? This is why people try to change the Bible. You know what I'm saying? This is why they got different versions of the Bible. They got what the New Testament, not New Testament, but the New King James. What else?
Nivea.
The Nineveh, whatever. They got these different versions on the Bible, you know what I'm saying, that's rewording these verses. You know what I'm saying? When white people read these verses, they know what's talking about them. But they want to make the Bible feel a little. First of all, the Bible don't even belong to you. It's only meant for one people. You know what I'm saying? But they can't take the reality of what's going to happen to them in the future. So they want to make it just a little bit pleasant. Let's make the Bible a little pleasant book. This is a book about inspiration. This is a book about forgiveness and Jesus Christ. That's what they say. That's what they want to make the Bible about, but that's not what it's about. The truth is, the Bible is about justice. The Bible is about correction. The Bible is about oppression. The Bible is about redemption. Go ahead.
Furthermore, it's about Israelites.
That's it. That's what it's mainly about. About Israelites. This is why we say that the Bible is our history book. It's explaining our ups and downs as a people. Our ups and downs, how we fell off and we climb right back up. How we fell off and climb back up. How we fell off and climb back up. I mean, you can't help but once you read the Bible, you can't help but to love the Lord. You can't help but to love him, because just like a father, man, how you just be patient with your kids. You know your kids is gonna mess up, but you're patient and okay. You know what, I'm gonna give you another time. I'm gonna punish you harshly, but at the end, I'm gonna still forgive you, man. You my kids, man. And at the end of the day, the Lord is still honoring the oath that he gave to Abraham, man. He's still honoring it. This is thousands of years ago. All right. Well, what you had something?
Con.
Go ahead.
All right, so I don't know if it's a script on it, but say you in the school, right?
Yeah.
And then like you still like communicating and talking to somebody that's outside of the school and
Right.
they influencing you to go against the school.
Right.
What would that be? Like, how would I?
All I can tell you is to seek counsel, because every matter is different. Every situation is different. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could say, exactly what to do, but depending on what the situation is, that's why seeking counsel is super, super important. And also, this is one thing I learned my time in the truth. Don't let no one talk you or to make you go against the school, man. To make you go against this brotherhood. To make you go against what we hold dear, man. We hold the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments in high regards. If anybody goes against that, then guess what, man? To me, you're an enemy of the school. You're an enemy of the Lord, man. That's it. So that's it. No one can sit here and convince me to do anything that jeopardize, first of all, the life of my brothers, the integrity of the school, or make me break the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
I don't normally, like when I was dealing with that.
It's like, is everybody come on? Turn it off. Good.
Every time people in the world have questions or doubts or try to have me question school, what I would do, I will grab that little demon that if I feel a demon, I'll grab that and I'll bring it to the school. I'll get some chance on it to get that, push that out of the way. You know what I mean? That way it can help me and then I can help him with whatever doubt he got.
Right.
Counseling is very important.
Counsel is very important. Go ahead. Yeah, I was muted. Oh, come on. All right, let's see if someone check the live. Let's see if we good. Let's see if the sound is good.
On Facebook, you were 12 in the beginning.
Yeah, I heard it. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't know Shalaki. I don't know it was muted.
yeah, this
No, you get on Facebook.
Okay. This is why I need someone that kind of experience that's in the social media department to be mad. Yeah.
You want me to do that?
Please. This man that's not his office. It's not his job. If you could. You know, Salaki, y'all, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. We had a little technical difficulties, but we back in action. Huh? One more time?
No, it's 8 people.
3 people what? The what? Amos chapter 3 and 3. I need someone else to pull it. Amos chapter 3 and 3. Get it.
Amos chapter 3, verse 3.
Yeah, Amos chapter 3, verse 3. Yeah, I know.
Chapter 3, verse 3.
Mhm.
Walk together except they be agreed.
You said, can what?
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Can two walk together except they be agreed? What is that talking about? Go ahead.
Like one thing.
Can they both walk together and agree on one thing? When it's telling you how can two walk except they be agreed? Go ahead.
Yeah, they have to be on the same page. All in the truth. We all agree to the truth. We all on this. But if somebody's in the world walking with us, they wouldn't believe in what we believe in, so we wouldn't be agreed.
That's exactly the point. You guys said to be agreed. Now, like Diana said, we all in the truth. We all on the same page. We all believe the same. We got one baptism. We got one doctrine. We got, we just on. What about someone in the world and you? This person smoke weed, get high, sell drugs. I mean, everything that the Lord hates, this person does. And you do the opposite of what this person does. What is the reason? I mean, you know what I'm saying? This a person in the truth or going over the house of a friend that smoke weed or get high. All you're doing is just tempting yourself to go back in the world. All you're doing is just stacking the cards against yourself. You in the truth. You in the truth. You keep the Lord's laws, statutes, the commandments. You know what I'm saying? But you hang with a bunch of drug dealers. Now, in some cases, someone that has seasoned, a real, that has knowledge, has been in here. Try to convince them to come to the truth. So that someone with season would do that. But someone that don't have season, what they need to do is they need to not hang around nobody that smokes or get high or whatever your lust you used to do in the world. don't hang around nobody that do that. Because why? You're going to tempt yourself to go back to those same lusts that you fought so hard to leave, that you fought so hard to change. Come in the truth, get your knowledge up. Get your knowledge up, and maybe once you get enough season, you know what I'm saying, and where you weed, it don't be like you in the back of your mouth, you smell good. What I look upstairs and no, it was at the back. It was at the back porch. Understand what I'm saying? You understand, right? Example, you got a friend. Let's say this. But he gets high. That was y'all thing. Y'all both used to get high. Y'all both used to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You don't eat. I mean, but this is what y'all did. This was what other thing like what would be a reason about hanging around him again? What would be a reason? I mean, because that was y'all and smoke weed. But once you start smoking weed, what else is there? What else do y'all have in common? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what do y'all have in common? Tell me. Y'all had in common. Y'all had in common smoking weed. But what else now do y'all have in common?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I would say we have some more in common, but he would say we have nothing in common because all he wanted to do is smoke some weed. So
that's it. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? The point is you know, because you got season. You know, you smoking that stuff, that shit nasty, man. Shit killing you, man. You're killing yourself smoking weed, man. What you need to do is come in here and learn, man, and then I can show you better. I can show you what life has to offer. You know what I'm saying? I can show you there is a different way to live your life. You know what I'm saying? But a young man, imagine like a trooper coming to the truth, and he has that same best friend that like to smoke weed. What would you tell him? What would you say? I would tell him to keep your distance from him and wait till you get a little stronger. Because young men, it's so easy for a young man to get tempted to get sucked right back into that. That's right. Into the same thing, the same lust that he's been with over and over and over. All right. Well, we got another questions. Any more questions? You got any questions online? Ask some questions, man. Don't get scared, man. Ask some questions.
Buffalo said concert smoking weed or vaping period decreases the man's testosterone levels.
Yeah, exactly. You want to know why your member don't work when it's time to put into action. So all that smoking, all that vaping. You know what I'm saying? You know what I hate what I hate. You know what I hate when people say? I hate when people say, I can't function without getting high. Like you're addict to the point where you can't function. So what that means? You can't use the bathroom without getting high. You can't eat without getting high. You can't sleep.
I couldn't sleep.
That's the first thing you do when you wake up. You don't even brush your teeth in the morning. You just
It's all
you do pre-roll.
already.
Last night, you smoked one right before you went to sleep. Right before. He said he don't even go to the bathroom and empty his bowels or brush his teeth. Not talk first. So go brush teeth. First thing they do is like smoke. Go ahead.
People like today, I had to write. Then he apologized, and so that's why I smoke weed. Because of the pain, I gotta smoke because I had a smoke because I'm just sitting in the back of your car.
I'm gonna tell you what you encounter, man. You encounter a first class addict.
Yes.
That gives you 1,000 and one needs to smoke weed.
Be a good poop because I gotta meet the man to give. He's like, don't you know? Like some spices or something when I grind it up. So I got to get that flour bro stuff. But I need that. So I said, huh?
Man, first class are the worst. Go ahead.
I had to smoke. I'm telling myself. It up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I remember, like someone that got. Imagine someone that get hot and they got asthma. They sitting there can't breathe. You can't even breathe right now. Your last breath to get high.
I'm glad I'm not that person because I had asthma. And one time my asthma had flared up real bad, but I wanted to smoke so bad. So I had hit my inhaler, smoked.
Man, like
I wanted to just have. Now I look at myself like I was an idiot. I fixed myself and became this okay people because I deal with different types of. I'm sitting there waiting. You come out, you smell like backyard boogie getting in my car, and it makes me sick.
yeah,
Like, I waited on you till you got done smoking. Are you serious?
yeah,
I could have pulled off.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like first class addicts, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm happy I ain't that no more, man. I mean, I was never like but
I couldn't watch. Absolutely nothing.
Hey, he was called a first class addict. But you know what? That's amazing about the truth. I told ourselves, man, look, we'll never stop smoking weed. And look what we is. We sitting in these classes right now, drug free. Drug free. Some of us have been sober 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
I'm not gonna keep right on going. And I was like, I and I think like, oh, that's garbage. Just like, what was I absolutely thinking? I didn't realize how cloudy and bad my mind was of sin back then. Because now I think about it, like I used to. I think I
Clap it up for the Lord, man. Clap it up for the Lord.
Every time they even.
I mean, look at that. Like the point is, we was all being tempted with death. You know what I'm saying? We was all being tempted with death, tempted with evil, and it was us because that's how. We was sitting there we had a full-blown asthma attack and said, you know, you can't even be starving to death. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to eat unless you get that. Like, man, that was crazy. What we got with any questions? You said no questions. Hey, check on if we good. Go up there and watch it. Tell them to double time it. We still got class. Okay. Okay. Yeah. To go ahead and read it. No, in fact, yeah, go ahead and read it.
Philippians also my sword.
So this is what. And now it's talking about the Ethiopians. Like the Ethiopians had a hand in. Oh, how you doing? All right. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the Ethiopians. You know that these Ethiopians be having business, like, you know, they got African hair braiding shops all in our neighborhoods. That's right. Sucking up all the money. You know what I'm saying? You can't even find a sister that braid hair, man, because all these Ethiopians, all these African people, they got all the shops. No matter where you go on a corner, like African hair braiding, authentic African hair braiding. I'm tired of. I don't want my scalp pulled out. Right. I don't want my hair pulled out. Right. Difference, man. Like, they'll braid your hair to the point where you see what I'm saying? Or you're gonna be bald right here. How tight they braid your hair. A sister, she know that she know exactly how tight to braid it, where it ain't pulling your forehead back here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, them Africans, they pull your hair and just braid. All right. What happened? Wait. I'm up there. Let him know. Let him open the door. All right. So yeah, it's talking about the Ethiopians. Keep reading. We at Zephaniah 2 and 13. I need someone to pick up from where she left off.
Zephaniah 13.
Yeah, 13.
Zephaniah 2 and 13.
Uh-huh.
And he will stretch out his hand against the north
Uh-huh.
and destroy Assyria.
And did what? And do what?
And destroy Assyria.
Keep going. We know that happened already, because why? What did we see Assyria? Keep going.
And will make
Nineveh. Uh-huh. A desolation.
And dry like a wild and dry like wilderness.
Yeah. Keep going. So what the Lord do? He said he will stretch out his hand against the north. You know what I'm saying? You can use that, for like a multitude of scriptures. It can be talking about North America. That's mainly what it's talking about, because that's what America represents. North America. This is why they say it. You got South America and North America. This is why the Lord said he will stretch out his hand against the north. Keep going.
Verse 14, and the flock shall die down in the midst of her.
Keep going.
All the beasts of all the nations, both the cormorant and bitter shall lodge in the upper
lintels
of it. Their voice shall sing in the windows, and desolation shall be in the thresholds, for he shall uncover the cedar wood.
So basically what this is saying, this is just like a metaphoric speech about how the Lord is going to destroy these other nations. This is what it's talking about. It's just fancy old wording. You know what I'm saying? It's metaphoric. You got to understand, like the Bible. Sometimes the Bible speaks in metaphors. All right. So we know for a fact that when it's talking about beasts, it says, and flocks shall lay down in the midst of her. All the beasts of the nations. If you understand the Bible, you understand that the beasts can be represented by a few things. One it could be represented by the white man, or it can be represented by other nations that's outside the Israelites. This is why back in Genesis, where the scriptures say the beasts of the field. The beasts of the field are other nations.
That's right.
The Lord looks at these other nations like animals. Why? Because in their culture, they could just do whatever the hell they want to do. All the depravity, just like, come on. I mean, we was all in the world at one point in time, and y'all knew someone that was African or someone that was a white person or something like that, or and if you was fortunate not to never know someone like that personally, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But like, I knew white people, they was on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, keep going.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Verse 15. This is the rejoice. So like, this is the rejoice city that dwelt carelessly. That said in her heart, I am there. It's like that.
Well, every time you see like a comma, you want to pause. Don't just run through it. Let's take our time and let's eat the scroll. Let's digest these words that the Lord is saying. This is a priest and prophet that's giving a prophecy. Let's break it down all the way. You go ahead.
And there is none besides me.
Mm-hmm.
How is she became?
First of all, what is that talking about? Who is that talking about? It says right here, Zephaniah 2:15. It says, "This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, and said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passes by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Go ahead.
It's talking about Africa.
That's right. That is absolutely right. It's talking about America. Zephaniah back then was prophesizing about the downfall of America. And if you go back up, you notice it's talking about America, because when you go back up to 13, it's talking about and he will stretch out his hand against the north and destroy Assyria, and will make Nineveh a desolation and dry like a wilderness. So we talking about the north, which is going to lead all the way up into America. We know the Lord already destroyed Assyria. And you can even use this for the war that's going on right now today. You know what I'm saying? You got Russia. Russia is at war with Ukraine, but you know what I'm saying, all those other little spots, Syria, Iran, you know what I'm saying, Yemen, you know, all those little places are going to try to, you know, they're going to get caught up in the war. So you can utilize that too. You know what I'm saying? This is like a twofold scripture. All right, let's go to Zephaniah 3:1. Now we know, now we got an idea of what Zephaniah 3:1 is talking about, right? We just read back in 15 that it was talking about America. So now we have an idea of what it's talking about going forward. Go ahead, verse Zephaniah 3:1.
It's like to be. What? You know, continue.
Yeah, go ahead, continue.
All right. Verse.
Yeah.
Woe to her that is filthy.
Yeah.
Filthy and polluted, to the uprising city.
Oppressive
city.
Yeah, we know who that's talking about now, right? You know what I'm saying? Woe to her that is filthy. Ooh, what other continent? Well, not, I can't even say continent, but what other country is more filthy than America? Tell me, what other country is more filthy than America? America, you can do any shit. Right now, we at the point of, you know what I'm saying, you got to protect your children now. I was talking to this devil at work, right? And then I asked him a question. I said, now tell me, what is the leftist and the left wing and the right wing in politics? He was telling me, I think like the left wing, I believe, was the one that accepts everything. So I was saying, okay, even like accepting all that weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, yeah, I mean everything. So you know, and then for some reason we got into like age of consent. So we talking, and I'm like, okay, so since y'all agree to everything, when you agree about, you know, homosexuality, he agrees that a person can do whatever they want as long as they ain't harming like children and like, you know, just some devil stuff. So then I'm like, okay, so like what if like the age of consent was like 13? He said, well, that's just the age of consent, depending on where you live, wherever the age of consent is. I said, now what if the age of consent is 10? He said, well, I'm pretty sure the age of consent won't be 10. I said, what if the age of consent is 10? He said, well, now that might be a little problem. I said, so you think the age of consent of 10 is a problem, then the age of consent of 13 ain't a problem? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like this devil was just like really pissing me off, but then I was just like, you know what, just go back, you know, whatever. I just leave him around him, man. Like the mentality of these devils, man, they just like age of consent or, you know, whatever. But in these times, you got to really protect your children, man. You got to protect your family. America is trying to push a real wicked agenda. We already see everything that's coming out, especially with Diddy and stuff like that. This man had fled the country. Now it's coming out how much of a horrible individual, pedophile too. You might as well say that too. This man got his career rated and he had fled the country, man. Anybody that just like now you're guilty. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just rumors then, but now you're guilty. Go ahead.
I think also tunnels under his house too. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's
I know I ain't heard that, but if it is true, man, he pulling some damn Jewish type stuff. All right, keep reading. So we know that the filthy and polluted city is America. Keep going. To the oppressing city, we know that America is a country that oppresses its people.
right.
Not only oppresses its people, oppresses blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people.
Right.
That's how America functions. America can't function unless blacks, Hispanics, and Native people are in slavery, which we are. Anybody that don't think being in slavery is an idiot. Go ahead.
Verse 2. She obeyed not the voice.
Uh-huh.
She received not correction.
Mm-hmm.
She trusts not in the Lord.
See, you see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see how they described America. They described America as like a woman. It says woe to, back in verse 1, it says woe to her that is filthy and polluted. This is like a woman that went and cheated on her man, and then tried to come back to her man after cheating. Had like 4-5 rides in her already. You see what I'm saying? Just polluted and just filthy. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the book is a metaphoric book. Only and people can understand this. You know what I'm saying? It says, verse 2. Then it goes into saying that this woman right here, she obeyed not the voice. She don't obey the voice of her husband. She receiveth not correction. This is a wicked. Excuse me, cover y'all ears real fast. If y'all could, just cover y'all ears. I'm sorry. Just cover y'all ears real fast. Cover y'all ears. But she's a wicked, this wicked bitch. That's what she is, man.
Right.
Oh, okay, you good. You good. You know what I'm saying? That's what she is. It says, she receiveth not correction. She trusteth not in the Lord. She drew not near to her God. You know what I'm saying? America is compared to a filthy woman, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that cheated on her man and they try to come back to him. You already know what the scriptures say. Once she do it once, that land is greatly polluted. And then she tried to come back. She don't even want correction from you. It says she don't even obey your voice. Like, you see, like if you read this spiritually, you'll understand that this is metaphoric.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Verse 3. We're on 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Her princess within her are roaring lions.
Her princes within her are roaring lions. These are the people that rules America. You know what I'm saying? Her princes within her are roaring lions. The people that rule America are ferocious people, man. Like, these are people like the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, the 666 families, white families that rules America.
Right.
These people don't, just like the scriptures say, man, back in Deuteronomy chapter 28, I believe it's like what? 58-ish, I believe, I might be wrong, but about 58 or something like that, where it says that this is a nation swift as the eagle. They don't care nothing about the old or the young. These people are, man, like, when the Bible described them as man, these people are ferocious. It says they are vicious like a no. It says her princes within her are roaring lions. Imagine a roaring lion. You standing right next to a roaring lion. Imagine that.
Right.
Keep going.
Her judges are not even wolves.
Her judges are evening wolves. We know when the wolves come out at night, man, you know what they're looking for, right? They're looking for a meal. Guess what? When them wolves come out, and who are the wolves? Let me see if y'all know that like y'all in tune to what we read. Who are the wolves? It says, let me read it again. It says her judges are evening wolves.
First thing on my mind is the police.
Man, clap it up for the brother right here, man. Clap it up for the brother. That's exactly, you know what I'm saying? What precept? Bring it home. What precept do y'all that pops in your mind?
They hunt our steps or something like that.
That's one. I take that, but that's one. But what's another one? Bring me home. Go ahead.
I just have the scripture that states that they lie in the cut and wait for the innocent.
We want to pull that, but that's a good one. That's a good one. Do you know one that comes to my mind? The one that comes to my mind is the one that's in the let me get it. Let me see. Right here. This is the precept. 1 Peter chapter 5 and 8. Let's get this real quick. Hold this. I need someone to hold where you're at right now, y'all. Get this real fast. Someone get 1 Peter chapter 5 and 8. This is the perfect precept.
It's like, sir. Is it Lamentations?
Lamentations?
Yeah, Lamentations, precepts, and Zechariah.
Let me see.
Zechariah chapter 5, verse 11.
Man, look, there's so many precepts that you could precept with. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get those too. But let's get this 1 Peter 5 and 8. Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober.
Right.
Be vigilant.
Right.
Because your adversary, the devil.
It says, because your adversary, the devil. We know that the white man is our natural born enemy. Keep going.
As a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
This is exactly, man, that perfect precept, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump back to where we at?
Zephaniah chapter 3, verse.
Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 3. Go back to here and read that whole verse again.
And her princes within her are roaring lions.
Whoa.
Her judges are even wolves.
So
evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones till the marrow.
To the morrow.
To the morrow.
They like they making sure there ain't no meat on the bones. Ain't no meat on the bones. Not even they don't even want no marrow. You know, some animals cry. You give them like a chicken wing bone inside the bone. Like, man, like these are how our oppressors is, man. They're wrong. The people that rule this place, this evil, wicked place, they're like lions. And the judges, what the brother said was heavy, man. The judges are the police, man. They don't, and it says they are evening wolves. They hunt our steps, just like an animal, just like a beast, man. We got kids, we got children here, man. I got animals, man. You're like you gotta understand. This Bible, this was written with some class. This was written. It's like, I don't know. If y'all don't get excited how I get about this book, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Just delving into the multiverse. I'm not saying multiverse, like, it's like, I'm just saying, like, just delving. You think watching Doctor Strange, you like, whoa, man, this book is comparing America to a trifling broad. Like, man, like, you know, this is powerful. All right, did that answer your question? Or did we get to what we needed to answer? Or you said verse 4 too, right? Mm-hmm. All right, read verse 4.
Verse 4. And her prophets are light and
and entrenched persons. First of all, bring me home, y'all. Please bring me home. Who was prophets, man? It said, that's why it said her prophets are light and treacherous. You know what I'm saying? Light. What does it mean by light? And we know, man, you watch so-called bishops talking about getting swallowed up. It's like you just can't take the Christian church seriously, man. Right. And it says, and treacherous persons. Like, these people are lying to you for money, for a profit. You got to understand, like, a prophet is there, first of all, to guide the people, to protect the people. You know what I'm saying? To, like, you know, serve the people. Like, America's prophets, the Christian church, they don't do none of that. All they do is take. They kill funds, man. And the building hasn't been 25 years. And where's this money at? You've been asking for building. We got this building fund. We're trying to get the building. You said that 5 years ago. Like, these people are treacherous people, man. They taking and they stealing, and they teaching you lies because the government gives them a check. You know what I'm saying? They got a curriculum that they only get the check if they teach a certain curriculum. This is crazy. Keep going.
We're on 5 now?
No, we still on 4. Her priests
have polluted the sanctuary.
Oh, man.
They have done violence to the law.
They have what?
Done violence to the law.
This is exactly what this is. Your modern day Christian pastor. I'm not going to say Christian pastor. Religious leaders. Let's say that. Your modern day religious leaders. They are all treacherous, light people that polluted the sanctuary. You understand? Like, for example, Eddie Long, he's a famous Christian pastor. This man was doing all types of unspeakable, ill-mannered things inside his church. Now, you would think a church would be like a sanctuary or refuge for a righteous individual to learn more about God's laws. No, this dude was in the back making his laws. Let's say that. Say that.
Right. We'll take that one.
Let's take that. That's good?
That's good.
That's good? Everybody, we good? We still alive, right?
Yeah, come.
You know what I'm saying? It says they have done violence to the law. What law have they done violence to? The Lord's law. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the purpose of us? Why are we here? Us men right here. Why are we here?
To keep the laws of the Most High.
Not only that, but go ahead, Amar.
And to teach men to do so.
And yes, we is here to guide our nation back to the Most High God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We are going to be the starting government, you know what I'm saying, of our people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A righteous government. Imagine you got real men that's leaders that obey God's laws, like actually obey God's laws. Imagine that. You understand that there will be virtually no sin, like there will be virtually no stealing, no killing, no drug dealing, no getting high, no strip clubs, like anything you can think of, it will be no, because we'll have brothers like Kanaya knocking at your door. Like we heard there was some pork smell been coming from your house. You need to search your house. Search the house, and one night you see a refrigerator full of bacon strips. Okay. You're gonna put on a glove, bag it up as evidence, gonna take you in for violation of the law. And you're gonna bring up in front of the judge, the person that's gonna oversees the city. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be like we're gonna have a righteous like organization, like something that our people has never had in, I don't want to say decades, but hundreds of years. Go ahead.
I was gonna say kind of like what it did at P. Diddy's house.
Exactly. And Kanay gonna have his squad arresting everybody. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. And that's righteous, man. If you think about it, our people has been a lawless people for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it feels good that it to have some law coming back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lord knows we need it. All right, any more on that? No, I think that's it. You ask your question?
Question.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between dirt and bones?
What's the difference between dirt and bones?
Mhm.
Some type of metaphoric, you know what I'm saying, type thing. You know, because we come, you know how they say from what come from the ground?
Let the meal come from the ground.
Let the meal ground?
Yeah, it does.
From the dust. Of course, you know, this flesh, this body right here, you know what I'm saying, when it dies, guess where it goes? Goes back to the ground, man. Feed the ground, nourishes the ground. Just like any dead creature. Any dead creature you know on this earth go back to the ground. See what I'm saying? And guess what we do? We fertilize the ground. That's it. Your body will be broken up in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. Shalom. We'll see you back. You get your new body. We'll see you back. Go ahead.
So like when they cremate the body, don't it turn into dust?
It turns to ash.
Or, yeah, okay.
Turns to ash. But cremation is not our culture. That's never been our culture. It's like a heathenistic, cheap version than a funeral. Yeah, go burn up go dust your loved ones and stuff, and put the ashes in the urn. $4,000. Spread them across the. No, our culture is putting them in the ground. That's our culture. Put them in the ground.
Don't donate the organs neither.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not all of that. No. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't donate. You ain't get no organs out of our body, and so that's the white man. White man, because their people are so weak and frail. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we're superior in every single way. First of all, because we're God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? We're superior in every single way to the point that our organs are superior to theirs in every single way. Which is why, first of all, they profit from everything that we do in America. They profit from our deaths. They profit from when we're alive. They profit from everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when we're dead. You know, they pay, let's say it was a black on black crime, it was a shootout, and the brother got unalive. Well, guess what? They're gonna have to pay the coroners to come out there and get the body. They're gonna have to pay the detectives, pay the hospital. Like, everybody is collecting money off your body. And then after that, they're gonna harvest your organs. They're gonna take all the good organs that didn't get hit. You know what I'm saying? Eyeballs, spleen, melanin. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why you see some white girls that's built like black women or Hispanic women or whatever. Yeah, because they're creating pills from the melanin that they get from your skin when you die. You know what I'm saying? Like, all time, the wickedness don't know no bounds. It just don't know no bounds. Even to the point where they probably gonna take your ride too. Well, take your ride.
It sounds like cannibalism.
These people are beasts. The Bible say that these are the beasts of the field. These are animals. They are animals, literally animals. Go ahead.
Now, I was going to say that when I was in the world, I heard of penile organ donation, like transfer, like so someone had somebody else's rod attached to their body because theirs didn't work no more.
Man, look, you'd be surprised what happens. Like, the wickedness, the deep rooted wickedness that America goes, white people go. This is what I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian family should do. First of all, teach your children who the devil is on the earth. Teach them who the devil is on the earth. Don't let them get to school and be befriending devils. You know what I'm saying? Like, scriptures say that they come out of the womb all twisted up and everything, and all that, crazed. And when they little children, they act crazy. And man, teach your children, man. That's knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, man. Teach your children. Train up the child in the way that they should go. And then when they get grown, they will never depart from that. Let's get that. I believe that's Proverbs. Let's get that. We're gonna end it on that note. Unless we got any more questions in the room, or do we got any questions in the comments?
Any questions?
Huh?
You got a question, Adia?
What happens when you die? Do you come back on Earth or do you stay?
That's a good question. It's a very good question. We're gonna get it. All right. First, let's get the. Go ahead, Amon.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Right.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
You see what I'm saying? This is why, first of all, every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian family, together we are powerful, man. Together we are powerful. And we got to start coming back and start teaching our children about this world, man. How evil this world. You know what I'm saying? You want to know why a lot of our daughters and our sons and stuff are being kidnapped right now? They getting kidnapped because they're not being taught who the devil is, and you know what I'm saying, on the earth. They're not being taught about this wicked earth, man. I tell my son every time I talk to him, man, look, this world is evil, man. You know, so I be teaching them, man. I be telling them, like, be careful who you know what I'm saying. White man's the devil. And you know. Any more on that? That was it on that? Yeah. Teach your children, man. All right, now let's answer the young sister's question. Absolutely, man. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. And then you said, Ayar, that we have no more questions on the live? Okay. All right, just to give you the short side, because you know it'll be like a whole full breakdown, you know, and the time is limited. But this is what happens, you know what I'm saying, when you pass away. When someone passes away, their spirit goes up to the Lord. You know who the Lord is, right? Your spirit goes up to the Lord, and the Lord judges your spirit, right? And then you get sent right back down, and you start all over like a little bit, like back when you were a little kid, like a little baby. Okay? Right. That's, I can go into a long break now, which is probably going to take up a whole nother class. Okay? Your spirit goes up to the Most High. Gets judged, and you get sent right back on earth.
Like, still come back down if you had a bad.
Well, yeah. Well, if you didn't do good on the earth, then guess what? You will live out your punishment, or whatever punishment the Lord gives you. You will live it out in your next life. Right down as a baby, but you know, some might be wrong or something like that. You might come back crippled, or you might come back
You can't walk.
missing an eye, missing an arm, missing a foot, or paraplegic, or what's that other one that they come out sometimes? Quadriplegic. I mean, you know, something like you might not just, you know, because you did something wrong. It would have been like, you know what I'm saying, for the Lord to show us. Go ahead.
How do you get back on Earth?
Get back on Earth. Your father explained the answer to you. he got to give you the birds and the bees talk when you get a little. I asked my stepdad that. What's the birds and the bees? And he started telling me, I was like, my mom was just. Psh. But yeah, that's a question. Ask that when you get. No questions. With that being said, I pass the class to Priest and Officer Amungabar. Turn the camera towards you too. Good. Someone turn the camera towards him.
Other way. More.
That's good right there. That's good. Yeah, that's too
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. That'll be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world.
If I could, you know what I'm saying? When sisters come in here, leave them alone. It should be
Right.
Shalom, y'all smart thought about Shem Shah. She salute you back. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It should be no talking, you know what I'm saying, outside of the school or secret phone calls or y'all going out for dinner dates, you know, no one knowing. That's it. Salute the sister only. Give the sister a chance to shed all those demons off. You know what I'm saying? Some of us just be ready for the box, man. Just don't care. But then when you marry her and you get all those demons, just what it is. Now you got to live with it. Now you got to fight those demons every day. Go ahead.
They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it.
Yep. And transportation, you know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, I experienced this before with a brother, man. I had the brother taking the sister home. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that he good. He just dropping her off and just leaving her alone. He was spitting game the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Getting her buttered up and yeah. Keep going.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister.
So if you want to, court a sister or speak with a sister, you got to get permission. First of all, go to the camp leader. Or even if you're interested in a sister, you want to court a sister from another zone, you'll always go through the camp leader. Hey, Salaki, sir. Y'all want to. Interested, you'll begin getting a then get the system number and even still its rules and parameters. Go ahead.
Slocky, what if you just like
regular talk? What you mean?
Like have a conversation with
of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, hey, Shalom, how's the weather?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's cool. But we know exactly what, we're men. We're grown. Conversation to have and what conversation not to have. Go ahead.
After this 6-month period, the brother's permission from the head to marry. Tie. In Malachi means 10 in Hebrew. Ma'ishur. 10% of every penny. Priest fund. Free will offerings. not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. '20th, the Lord's 55th annual Paso 20th, Durham, North Carolina.
That's right. That's right.
Three weeks, it's right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Literally right around the corner.
Literally.
Like you better
Get all your businesses, man. Take care of all your business. All your things, your business in check. And more important, you about to get
$200 per adult, 17 older. Man, what? Man, that ahead of time, and that's going to get you clearance. All of the other events going on, throughout the whole Passover week, they're going to give you a whole pack. And you can go right to isupk.com and ties, buttons, and your donation buttons for the Passover. So easy to find. Otherwise, keep up with the school near you on the bulletin boards or on the website, isupk.com. Any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, so wearing all black, you need your boot, shirt, headband, and or a scarf. With that, men of Israel, and Maki, so you stand. This for the brothers. This for the brothers. And if your dog scratches you and or
Who's in the special?
yeah, call me right now. Cool people.
That's all.
And that's how I know.
Yeah. Yadamatah, men of Israel, sorry to the sisters. To the sisters, Amadi, which means stand. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat. Madim, Barak, Yahweh, sisters, if you could, repeat after her. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Alathan,
Paladon,
Bahashem,
Basham,
Yahweh Shai.
Bahash,
Yadamatah, which means hand down. Sorry to the front. That's dismissed.
Excellent.